Their only way to maintain their existence is to consume other frequencies as food.
So, okay, see, this is a problem. Like, both Roccia and Carlotta, what I thought their characters were gonna be like as far as personality goes is way different than what they actually are in the game. Both of these characters, Roccia and Carlotta, happen to be like the characters that have the most exposition in their dialogue. They are not fun. Roccia is supposed to be silly. She's supposed to, like, she's from a circus, right? Like a performer. And Carlotta, she's like the daughter of a huge family. Her lines are really confident. I thought she was gonna be more, have at least a few more character flaws. They have no character flaws, like, to grow from. You get what I'm saying? They're just here. They're just like Yang Yang. They're just here to explain things. Like, I thought Carlotta would, like, I mean, they painted her to be a badass, which is fine. I'm okay with the direction. It's just that these aren't fleshed out characters with arcs. They are just here to explain. They're exposition vehicles. I thought Carlotta was gonna be snarky. Yeah, I thought she was gonna be, if I were to write her, she would be a little bit more privileged. Like, she could still have convictions, but maybe the better way to sell her would be like, maybe she's a little too overconfident. Like, she's in over her head. Like, she's super skilled with her guns and stuff, and she can still destroy enemies. But like, have it be where like maybe that gets to her head a little bit, and maybe she gets a little bit into trouble with that. I think they're trying to sell her as a badass, but I think she would have been far more interesting if they gave her just a few more flaws. Yeah, Roccia, I don't know. She's gonna be the next banner, and I am not excited for her. I think she has a cute design, and I think the idea of what she does with the box, I thought that was also like pretty endearing and, you know, stylistic and special. But then now she's just, I explain everything to you.
The Order must have used some trick to control the dragon, making its frequency fade away faster than it should.
She's basically being Yang Yang.
I found this during the previous battle. It seems the Fraxidus had their hand in this case as well.
Oh yeah, we established that already. The decision to involve the Fraxidus on this island, I think that's kind of cheap. I think it's fine to establish different villainous factions. They don't have to all be linked to one.
Our troop usually earns a living.
It makes the world seem bigger.
Nearby islands.
Okay. I know I'm complaining a lot. First of all, I want to say that this story is really intriguing. I like where they're going. I just feel like the yapping and the exposition is getting in the way of the storytelling. If they reduce the yap and they made the exposition just a little bit more smart, and they trust in the audience's intelligence, the delivery will be so much better. It's a great story. I would recommend people to play this game. But then, like, the lasting impression is like, well, that was fun, but there was just so much talking, and the story was convoluted. They take so much time to explain it, and yet at the same time, you don't understand what's going on.
Yes, thank you. The Order's scheme was uncovered as planned. Uncle Capilet was rescued, and Grandfather has handled the rest.
Wait, what? They handled all of that off screen? That's kind of cheap. I feel like they were setting up a plot for like a whole like search and rescue. You're telling me that we met up with the pirates, we fought a dragon, and then she just took care of all of this? It's like, oh, by the way, the Order is already taken down, and also we rescued my uncle, and also I'm back. They should have let us take it. Right? Exactly. I feel like that's kind of cheap. You should at least wrap it up with like a cutscene.
I still owe you thanks for improvising with me in front of that priest.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna lead to some bigger story issue, but it's like that one meme is like where the problem is solved. That was great. Wow. This is why I keep playing Wuthering Waves. Cause like they have great payoff. And that's in terms of like when you finally get your character where it's viable and strong and maxed out in terms of leveling, when you finally pull the character you like, or when you finally reach the end of like a major story beat. It's a huge payoff. The problem is it gets in its own way in terms of just the yapping. And there's so much like expository dialogue, you can't help but roll your eyes. I feel like anytime I try to vouch for this game, I can't help but kind of give a disclaimer. Like, I can't in good conscience like say like, this is the best game ever, everything is great about it. No, you kind of have to give a heads up. There's a lot of
May I
patience
pray for anything
necessary to
specific
play
for
this
you?
game. That's how I
My
feel.
honor.
Like, look at her. She seems confident. I feel like she's like a part of this family, right? You know, the family's rich, you know. I thought she would be like a little bit more privileged. Maybe she has her heart in the right place, but she's naive, you know, but she's really capable as a fighter. What her character ended up being was very different. Like, she's a lot more straight edge. She's already wise. I don't think she even really grew as a character. All that happened was that she learned more about what was going on. So it's all plot. And I think that if there's one way to really improve the story, was to kind of have the characters have more chances to grow. Like, even in her companion quest, she did, you know, we were solving a mystery, we found out what's going on, we took care of the bad guy. But like, did she grow as a character? Other than maybe just kind of having a little bit more validation of her convictions? I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of cute moments still, not gonna lie. I still love this patch. I'm just offering my honest feedback and criticism of Wuthering Waves. Because I want this game to succeed. I want it to overtake Genshin's revenue, which it will never. I don't know. People, I've never played Genshin. I'm not gonna judge it because I haven't played it. How can I judge it? But just the sheer amount of revenue that they generate, oh my god. Compared to the efforts that have been placed, like even in other Hoyo games, I feel like Genshin doesn't even have to try. It is so popular, and people are just dumping money. I mean, good for Hoyo.